Wanted to do a quick video on one of the rarer markers that I own. This was a rare gun. There's not very many of them around. It was made by a company that was called Action Markers, and they were making their version of the sniper and the autococker and the spider, and they ended up getting sued and went out of business. This was one of the guns that came out just before they went out of business. It is called a Diadem, and it is it's one of the first generation fasors. It's very well designed. It uses a pneumatic ram with a spring return, so air blows the ram forward and spring returns. When it came out, they weren't common. I want to say this came out in 2004, but it might be 5. I'll have to double check that. It had a unique bulge in the grip that was supposed to help you get a couple more shots off, and it did have eyes, and it had O-rings in here to hold the hopper in. The barrel bore came at 690, and the claim was a 68-45 would get you 2,000 shots. Okay, so I haven't actually shot this. I barely got the tank off because it was seized on it. This was an eBay purchase, but he said it had been sitting for years and the battery still works. And I've had it for 3 or 4 years and never done anything with it. So I need to really spend some time and get it running because it's kind of a neat little marker. I think the eyes are dirty or they don't work. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna set it up and I'll do a shooting video later if I can. They're pretty stupid simple. You basically have a regulator that lets you, when you pull the trigger, solenoid actuates, that drives the piston forward, and a spring pushes it back into place. There's only a few O-rings that uses oil, and they're all common size. It looked like it had potential to compete with the markers that were around at that time. It took me years to find one of these. I watched and watched and watched. When they came out, they were $550, and that was a lot of money to me. It still is. And I couldn't afford one, so I had to just let them go. And I don't know how many were made. Somebody told me that there was 200 made. I'm not sure if that's even true. I think it's probably more like 100. I've only ever seen a few, and but whoever has them, they never part with them. That's why, like I said, when I saw this one come up, I was like, yeah, I want it, because it's pretty hard to get my hands on. And anyway, I can't turn it off. It's got 12 firing modes. It had like 3-shot, 6-shot, ramping. I don't think PSP existed at that time, but the ergonomics of the gun are really weird. I have smaller hands and it doesn't fit right. Some people said it fit like a glove, but not for me. I'm interested in getting it running. I'll shoot it. Very similar to like I'm trying to think of the fasor, like the Infinity Legends would be a generation after this. Kind of the same idea. I have a bunch of Action Markers stuff, and everything they made was extremely high quality. I was really sad to see when they went under. So if you see one, grab it, because these ones are rare. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel, make a comment, correct me if I make a mistake. I love input, so thank you.